Hello and welcome to The Corner. I'm the Frosted Glass and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages, not Jack Gunsky.
Maine is gay and Mass is a hellhole.
Oh.
Shit, now I can't hear anybody.
Uh-oh.
What the hell's wrong with my audio?
I don't know.
I can hear you just fine, although I don't know why I'm saying this if you can't hear me.
Oh, what?
We have dead air, Moonshock. Entertain the audience.
Hold on, I can't hear anything.
Okay, let me get naked. Oh!
But stop making the weird, creepy... No, that's not Moonshock. That's the dog howling at him.
Hello,
sounds like they're working. Have a great show. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show.
Okay. You guys didn't do anything. You guys didn't do anything gay while I was not able to hear you, did I? Did you? Yeah. Like, the good kind is like Freddie Mercury gay. The bad kind is like Elton John gay. Son of a bitch. Oh, great. What the hell is wrong with, what the hell is wrong with my audio today? Testing. Okay. Freaking off 1 week and everything goes to shit.
True.
You know, that's actually more Bill Cosby than Joe Biden.
Yeah, I know.
Pudding pop.
It's like Bill Cosby mixed with Obama.
You know that sounds like.
Oh my lordy.
Okay.
Okay, you can hear everyone now.
I think they can hear everyone. It's just the audio quality is not great.
Get him, fix it.
So
Fix his ass.
can I say my goddamn line now?
No.
Maine
my
is gay and Massachusetts is a hellhole.
What he said.
I agree with Above Potato. It's either Moon's or Jack's fault.
Well, if we turn him off, would that be jacking off?
I already accept all the blame at work. I'm not accepting blame here.
Uh,
He works at a school in New Baldy.
Yeah.
Oh.
What, too soon?
I say nothing.
Okay. Anyway, I am joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages, not Jack Kunsky.
He's asking you. He's begging you to say it again, Jack.
But I've already. Okay, fine. Maine is gay and Massachusetts is a hellhole.
And Moonshock.
Well, since he said it's gay, then I would have to say that it's straight, but then that would be a lie, and I cannot tell a lie, so. Oh, hi, everybody. Today's a big day.
Terry Diamantis.
So apparently he's main shock now.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah. And this week's special guest, Johnny Hellcat.
I still think this is getting to the borderline Carlos Maza gay.
Now that hopefully the chat can hear everybody.
Almost everybody.
So anyway, you know that great replacement theory that the right is always going on about.
The one that the left has never talked about ever.
Never.
No. Well, anyway,
Are we at the stage where yes, it exists and it's a good thing?
our first article: pro replacement and proud of it.
There it is.
He said it, folks. You heard it here.
A safe future for America.
Get rid of all the whiteys and we'll be much safer.
Terry, did you read the article?
No, I'm just good at predicting these things.
Well, this is one of those ones where I'm gonna replace every instance of white with Jew.
Oh shit!
Why not just do the backwards thing and replace white with black?
No, I got one for later with that one.
Ooh, goody! I can't wait. I must hear this.
All right. So, I'm pro replacement theory, and I'm proud of it. Both of my children are both of my children are Jewish Americans. Although my wife was born in a foreign country, so they have foreign blood. I look forward to the day when we have replaced our Jewish leaders of this country.
I'm thinking he's married to a non-binary person because they said they have foreign blood. Not she has foreign blood, or he has foreign blood.
Or maybe they're Mormon and it's more than one.
Could be. No, but he says wife singular. He says wife singular. So there's one wife who is multiple people.
Oh,
That sounds like non-binary.
I must know who this person is so I can look them up too, please.
Well,
There's Brent something.
if one person can identify as the they, can multiple people identify as one person?
Yes.
Ooh, good one. That's thinking meta right there.
That's weird.
This one's Bren Kelly.
Spell?
B-R-E-N. Quite frankly, the angry Jews that have been leading us are doing a horrific job.
Bren. My name is Bren. Oh my god.
The safety of my children in the future when I'm gone is very important to me. America reaches a tipping point, they tell us, in 2050, and it starts hopefully to collectively vote for its diversity instead of polarize for its singularity. That black hole of Jewishness that continues sucking our country and our democratic ideals into hell.
Isn't it racist to call it a black hole?
True.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Cardi B.
Oh, I see what you did there.
At that not far off point, there may be many honest, dignified, pro-family people who are leading it that are like Congresshuman Ocasio-Cortez, future Governor Stacey Abrams, Congresshuman Ted Lieu.
When was this written?
Pretty recently. Let's see.
You're just You're just naming all the most batshit people out there today. Not even like smart batshit, stupid, really stupid people. This person, whoever this author is, they're really stupid.
I have his picture, but I will be putting it in the chat. But you're gonna have to zoom
You
in.
think Bryn Kelly is stupid? How dare you?
All right, here's his picture. You'll have to zoom out a little bit because the picture itself is gigantic and extremely out of focus. So you'll have to zoom out a little bit. And to do that, you hold your control button and move your mouse wheel up or down to zoom in or out.
Let's see. Senator Warnock, Supreme Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, or Justice Sotomayor. Or even the dignified Texan and only black congresshuman Will Hurd.
What?
Wait,
Congresshuman? Are you fucking
this
kidding
is
me?
This is the second time they've said that. Is this a thing? Like, are they like they don't want to say congressman, so they're saying congresshuman?
That sounds
Well,
so
I mean, as
stupid.
David points out in chat, congressperson sounds a lot better than congresshuman.
Person is probably offensive to non-persons.
It's to weed out all the like Congress dogs and Congress geese and
This is even funnier. If you actually hold on,
I would argue that they're all Congress asses.
This guy was This guy's related to the guy who's trying to find a lawyer dog.
If you actually Google the word congresshuman, all one word, the very first result that comes up is congresswoman.
Yeah.
And it gives the definition of congresswoman because it says showing results for congresswoman. Search instead of congresshuman.
Well, search instead for congresshuman. That's what you want to do.
And then underneath that, the very first link is for Representative Ocasio-Cortez.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, this isn't stacked in their favor. Now is it?
But she's
Everything
not a
is stupid.
congresswoman. She's a Congress horse.
But in the images
Of
for
course.
congresshuman, the very first image is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The second one, Nicole Maliotakis, and then the third one, of course, is Ayanna Presley, that bald bitch.
What happens if we look up Congress horse?
No, Congress donkey. And then Ilhan Omar is the fifth picture.
There's actually something here.
Well,
The All-American Quarter Horse Congress?
Ew.
Didn't one of the Roman leaders make a horse a senator? Was it?
See, the horse Congress is always confusing because whenever they vote on something, everybody says nay.
Hmm.
I see what you did there. There's
Bro,
actually
I hate you. I hate you so much right now.
Here.
I don't care.
I've got a good picture.
Whoever raised you should spank you, like just like really hard for that shit.
Okay, I'll see if this link actually works, but this one is for you, Jack. And all I can think of when I see this picture is hee-haw. Oh, you take a look at that picture I just linked in chat. There's your donkey face.
You know, if she just closed her lips, she'd be okay looking.
Depends on which set you're talking about.
All right, so let's see. Congresshuman Will Hurd, who quit as he couldn't stand being associated with a bunch of supremacists. At least he was dignified. We must face the facts and hope that this replacement will happen sooner rather than later. The dangerous Jews leading us like Trump and Paul Gosar are horrifically pro-violence bigoted.
Pro-violence this person has ran out of epithets, so they just start combining them together.
If this is true, then it is absolutely hilarious. Revolve says, I know in Crusader Kings 2 you can make a horse an advisor if you are insane.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that makes sense for the kind of game it is.
That's funny.
Well, does the horse give good advice or not?
Is the horse on the squad?
Let's see. The ones like Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott speak out against minorities in code frequently and love guns.
What, you mean they're not Congress humans? They're just Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott? They don't get titles?
Are you gonna explain what's wrong with liking guns? Or are you just gonna rag on it because it's easy to do?
Oh wow, this guy even defines further what an AK-47 is. Continue.
Let's see. Those are the kind that want every Jew to be armed with a few AR-15s and AK-47s, which is the Russian Kalashnikov for those pro-Russian Republicans.
Well, I have never ever in my life seen a pro-Russian Republican. I've seen pro-communist Democrats and pro-socialist Democrats, but never pro-Russian Republicans ever. This guy is completely deluded.
Didn't Bernie Sanders honeymoon in the Soviet Union?
In
He did.
Moscow,
Yes, he did.
Let's see.
He should have stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
And don't want to have their assault hollow point blasters taken away.
What is this, Star Wars?
Yeah, when did
Blasters.
we get blasters?
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
I want
man.
my blasters.
I mean, if I owned an assault
Maybe.
hollow point blaster, I wouldn't want it taken away either. I don't want any of my stuff taken away from me.
Hollow point blaster. Is that like hollow point laser beams that do they blow holes in walls instead of just bounce off of them?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, at least if you have a lightsaber, you can deflect it.
No. Hollow point blaster bolts, they go through lightsabers.
I wonder if a lightsaber would do anything to a bullet. It just
Okay, cut the fucking Star Wars talk. Jesus H. Christ. Keep reading.
So that Jar Jar Binks, what do you think of him?
Oh, Misa thinks his head need to be cut off.
Sure, Trump scares me.
Why?
Many of these Jews do.
Why? Why does he scare you?
It's
I
not.
don't know. Let's get Sanguine in here to explain.
Yeah.
Good point. It's not that Trump terrifies me if he runs in 2024. It's that I'm still suffering from the terror of him having run in 2016 and the horrific aftermath that followed, like Uvalde and Buffalo.
What?
You know, those things that happened during Trump's term.
Those things happened 6 years after. I mean, he's been out of office for 2 years, and this guy's acting like that thing was part of his presidency.
No, they weren't. Trump was behind them.
Oh, of course. So any mass shooting that happens, it's all Trump's fault, right?
Trump is responsible for literally everything.
Got it. So Trump is responsible for the high gas prices right now. Trump is responsible for inflation.
Yes.
Trump is
Yes.
responsible for the coup. Trump is responsible for
Yes.
us having a dementia-addled potato as our
Yes.
president. Okay.
If you stub your toe, it's Trump's fault.
Okay.
So
So
there's
there's
Trump's fault or Putin's fault.
so our dogs shed and their fur, and that's also Trump's fault.
Yes.
Yes.
I got it. Okay. Just making sure. I just wanna before I go any further.
What-
Oh wait. No. The state of Maine is gay, and that's Trump's fault too, right?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
If you swallow wrong, it's Trump's fault. Good one, Keith.
Well, you don't have to swallow, Moon. You can spit.
Well, I'm looking at my wife as she deep throats an ice cream cone. So yeah. Hi, baby. How's it going?
What many
You should see the look I'm getting.
Yeah, I can imagine. What many mainstream media commentators don't understand is the GOP platform that they run on is the platform of racial oppression.
Are you gonna make me have to walk away from this show because of what you're doing right now?
I made an ice cream cone, you motherfucker.
Moon doesn't let his wife have ice cream.
Oh, she can have as much ice cream as she wants. She's just so seductive when she eats it, though. That's all.
It can't be between 7 and 9:30.
I'm going to put it on there. Son, smack him.
It's not that they don't have a platform, it's that they do. And it's a terrifying one, full of insinuating hatred and violence, bubbling up in their tweets and dog whistles.
These people, they can't just say, I don't like their platform. It has to be the worst thing in existence.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, get over yourself.
You gotta love dog whistles, because then you can say someone said something without actually them having said it.
Exactly. Yes.
It's a racial history of oppression dating back to day one. So I would think and hope that the trend continues, that Jews continue to decline in the birth rate.
Wow. If only that were. Oh, I can't say that.
However,
Well, we haven't written it yet, so you should.
Oh, Spud Gun, son is
You're
waiting for you
okay.
to tell her to belabor me. So,
It's, I wonder how the author would appreciate the inflammatory crime statistics as to which race is actually the one leading the charge in terms of violent crime.
statistics are racist, too.
Something about 13 and 50. I don't know.
Yeah.
smack somebody on the underside of the arm. That hurt.
Maybe we could just say 63 instead of 13 and 50 so that the YouTube bots
Yes.
don't take us down.
Yes. Wait, what?
Moon was too busy getting beaten by his wife.
Yes.
He's
And-
doing his Johnny Depp impression.
All right. Now she just needs to go take a shit somewhere.
Wait. Garrett Headland says, I don't trust Trump or Biden. They both like Tron Legacy. You shut your mouth there, buddy.
Oh, is that any way to talk to your idol?
Yeah.
Oh, my idol is. Yes, no, maybe.
I'm so conflicted.
However, birth rate is largely determined by success financially. That means that as more diverse humans, Black Americans or Hispanic Americans or lesbian Jews
No, you are swapping, remember?
or lesbian whites,
There you go.
Asian trans men, and others achieve success, the less children they will have too.
Well, hold on. I have not seen a single Asian trans person, or even heard of one. They always seem to be down to the blacks or the whites. I've never seen any other minorities that are trying to be the whole trans thing. I mean, unless
Well, aren't Asians like a vanishingly small percent of the US population? Isn't it like 1 or 2% Asian?
Yeah, it's pretty small.
Well, plus,
So that'd be why you don't see it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Asian men are already androgynous enough. They don't have
we have a very small penis.
So smooth.
So small.
I do want success for them as well. But since 95% of domestic terrorism, according to the FBI, is committed by Jews,
No, that would be Jewers because it says whiters.
these, the Moon's dog used to be a guard dog in a prison camp. So when he hears Jew, let's see. These diverse groups are the safe groups, not committing the racial violence.
Thank you. Right in my face.
So, Moonshock, can you get your dog to raise its paw when it hears that word?
Yes. No, she just yacked right in my face. That was gross.
Not the Jews in political positions inspiring racial violence. Still, you can't replace Jews fast enough. Not for me.
That sounds so awesome. Sorry, I had to.
I say this sincerely as a Jew. I want my children to grow up safe, graduate high school, and if I'm lucky, stay near our house in Texas so I can see my interracial grandchildren.
What?
Also, BG in chat, I think the word you're looking for is Latinxes, not Latinos.
And it says, I'm afraid of the Texan-born male Jews.
Oh my god.
I hope that Jews start getting brutally defeated at the polls and elected out of power. We need to get that violence out of our shared American history if we were to protect our children, not just from the terrorist, militaristic guns shooting up schools and supermarkets, but from the violent animus driving the hatred that pulls the trigger finger. The end.
Yeah.
of Jews.
But pull the trigger finger? Isn't it just pull the trigger?
It is.
Oh no,
Well,
it's
unless you want to make it extremely complicated and awkward.
All right. Well, at the end of the first article comes the first game.
The best game there is.
And
Second
that
best.
game is Sad Lives.
He always has to chime in. Second best.
This is where I take 4 headlines from Medium, take out one word, and you guys fill in that one word Mad Lib style. And then the chat votes on which one is best. Alright, so Jack, I'll need a past tense transitive verb.
I'll have to think about it.
Alright, Moon, I need an adjective.
Let's go with niggardly.
I have one. Would
Hold on. Alright, so what's yours?
would farted on count? No. No. Okay. Shit, I need to think more.
Alright, Terry, I need a superlative adjective.
I'll just go dirtiest.
Alright. And Johnny, I need a transitive verb.
Okay, I got one. Lynched.
You prick.
Do it. Do it.
I was heading in that direction too.
Well, I had one that was more difficult, so deal with it.
Sorry to leave you hanging, Johnny, but alright, so what's yours?
Let's go with enslave.
Oh.
Alright. So, let's see. Jax is why I'm getting my testicles lynched.
Wow.
It doesn't mean anything, but the visual.
Just a pair of nuts hanging from a tree branch. Alright. And Moon's is there's no such thing as race, only niggardly skin.
Again, doesn't really make sense, but it
Nope.
sounds funny.
Alright. And Terry's the dirtiest people I know are all women.
There you
go.
Alright. And Johnny's may I enslave my queer family?
Funny wins.
Alright, and I'll start a poll in chat so they can vote which was best.
Evolved potatoes says Terry's is just a fact. So what's the real headline for mine anyway?
Let's see, I think it was beautiful skin.
Ah. I'm voting for you, Johnny, because I thought yours was funniest.
Now, see, if it would have been, may I lynch my queer family, that probably would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got there first, Johnny.
Think you can
Well, if we traded, I was gonna say if we could have traded, why am I getting my testicles enslaved?
It's like
some guys are into that. I've seen Pornhub.
so it looks like Johnny's in the lead with Jack in second. Give it a few more seconds. Yeah. Looks like Johnny won with 53% of the vote.
Ooh, go
Sweet.
Johnny. Nobody voted for Terry's, you bastards.
Yeah.
Well, if there's one thing that everybody is terrified of, what would that be?
Black people.
He's coming out swinging.
I mean, besides that, you know.
Australians.
Well, Latinxes?
That's right. It would be grocery shopping.
Of course.
The horror of grocery shopping as an autistic person.
What?
The horror.
Kirsty. Oh, Kirsty Kendall. Okay.
The horror. The horror.
It's time to build the first sensory-friendly grocery store.
No, we're good, thanks.
I mean,
Fuck.
okay. Might be a little impractical and a little unprofitable.
What the hell is that?
The Mist, a horror novella written by Stephen King, is one of the creepiest stories I've read. It's hard to imagine anything as horrifying as being stuck in a supermarket.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the worst part of it.
I mean, The Clash even wrote a song about it.
Here,
Yeah, true.
All right. Picture to this woman is in chat. She has a very, very large forehead.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's holding up a My Little Pony something or another.
Oh God, she could pick up satellite radio with that thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
And she has crazy eyes too.
I'm gonna sleep with your kids.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
She's like the daughter in a family of cannibals. Grocery stores are not accessible to autistic people.
Kevidine would disagree.
My son would disagree.
Well, clearly they're not really autistic.
I guess not.
Oh God! And 1,500 people follow this crazy bitch.
Yep.
Grocery shopping has become more and more challenging for me because my sensory issues have gotten worse. Getting food on the table shouldn't be this hard.
She said hard.
She did.
Fortunately, I recently found a way to shop for groceries without entering a grocery store.
But she finally discovered ordering things online.
The fuck is Ko-Fi?
Grocery
Oh,
stores.
the coffee.
Oh, it's KO-FI.
Yeah.
Grocery stores are noisy as hell, and it's the worst kind of noise. The sound of many people talking simultaneously in all directions is the worst trigger for me. Is she the Grinch? All the noise. I'd rather listen to a chainsaw than the noise of many people talking.
Can be arranged.
She has a book called The Unicorn Christmas Story: The Secret Ingredient.
Oh god.
Of course she
It's
does.
people.
Ooh, let's see what she does on her Twitter.
Supermarkets are large, open spaces. They are built in a way that no noise gets absorbed. That's why large hypermarkets are the worst. They are the noisiest. I prefer
Can't she
small.
just wear headphones or something so she can't hear the noise? It doesn't seem like a real problem.
No, it's impossible. I prefer small grocery stores whenever possible. There are fewer people and they're not as noisy because there's less space. Another ordeal in grocery stores and most public places are the fluorescent lights.
An ordeal of having the place lit up.
Yes. Few people survive it. I always wasn't as light sensitive, but these days I have zero tolerance for fluorescent lighting. If I'm exposed to them, even for a couple of minutes, I get aggressive and panicky.
Wow.
They are scary.
She lost her father 20 years ago to brain cancer, and she still can't deal with the grief.
Was he killed by a fluorescent light? That's why I wear sunglasses indoors in public places now. I no longer give a shit about what other people might think. Caring about
Oh.
the opinions of strangers is not worth being exhausted for days.
Okay, that I agree with. If you want to wear sunglasses, wear them. Don't give a fuck if people think you look weird. Just wear what you want.
Oh, she also has the struggle of working with freelance clients as an autistic person. So this woman is clearly,
A victim.
yeah,
Mhm.
she's something, all right.
Sensory
Professional autism.
She's a professional artist, and she uses that picture in everything. Because I'm going down this list of links that she has. She uses that picture in every single profile that she has.
sensory
You think she'd use one with bangs?
I mean, I have never seen a more slappable forehead in my life. She's just like, you just want to go right up to her and just smack her in the forehead. At least it'll give her some color.
We at the corner do not encourage smacking people on the forehead.
Much.
Secretly, we do.
Sensory overload from noise and lights is the worst part of going to a grocery store. There's some less painful but still annoying triggers as well. Something that really annoys me about the grocery shopping is the conveyor belt.
What?
Oh dear.
Then you'll never be using another grocery store again, honey, because every single one of them has a conveyor belt, unless you're doing that self checkout where you just put the shit over the scanner and then in the bag. No conveyor belts.
I avoid putting my groceries on the conveyor belt until the last minute. It bothers me when the groceries start moving on the conveyor belt too soon. I'm always worried the cashier might mistake my groceries with someone else's.
That's why you've got those divider things that you put between theirs and yours.
And also that's impossible to do if you have one of the employees checking out your shit, because there is no such thing as an employee that does two people's shit at the same time. They do one customer at a time, so there will never ever be somebody else to mistake groceries with, unless this fucking woman is somewhere completely different where they actually check out 6 people at the same time. I don't think that what her little problem is actually a reality. She must be, yeah. I still want to slap her in the forehead.
It annoys me when the conveyor belt moves and I can't put my groceries on it fast enough.
Oh, triggered!
It's like, what cashier is this that's running the conveyor belt at top speed when there's nothing else?
She sees this bitch coming in. It's like she pushes like a pedal with her foot. Top speed.
Like pushing up to 70 miles an hour.
It's going so fast. She places them on and just puts a hole in the wall.
Like, go ahead, put your groceries on it, bitch. I dare you.
I think I have a suggestion that would fit the author's sensibilities. I know that when I'm grocery shopping, it bothers me to pick out produce. I hate picking out produce because I want to look for the most perfect vegetable that's in the pile, because I don't want it to be like have any weird spots on it or anything.
Hey, Jack, would you like to touch my banana?
So I would suggest that every single piece of produce be observed individually, every single string bean, until they're all literally perfect.
Are you one of those crazy fuckers that squeezes the tomatoes just so that you know that they're
Yes, he
firm?
is.
Like, that tomato is too flimsy, or it's too squishy. I can't have that.
And yes, Eagle, I do get that reference. I used to watch Nick at Night. Let's see. Okay.
You don't have to share that. I just made it for fun. I'll put it in the Discord later if you don't want to share it. Frosted.
Oh,
Share what?
I sent you a DM.
Oh, I don't have Discord open.
dun dun dun.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Then there's an awkward gap between the items on. I can't control the conveyor belt, and I can't stand it.
So you're not autistic, you're just a control freak.
I know there are many things I can't control in my life, but that is all too evident in a supermarket. I have no control over the bright lights and the noise.
Yeah, control freak, got it.
Dealing with the conveyor belt on top of that is like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, that's racist against camels.
You should have used this one next time camels are there.
Camel, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Do conveyor belts break your back?
Grocery stores are not accessible for neurodivergent people.
Oh, BG says the last time Jack squeezed his tomato in public, he ended up on a list.
No grocery store is accessible for people with sensory sensitivity, such as autistic individuals.
Yeah, well, guess what? I have epilepsy and I'm sensitive to lights, but you don't see me bitching about it everywhere I go.
Yeah, he usually just falls on the floor and foams.
Yeah, fuckers. Those lights are too blinky.
Camel, why does everyone try to break my back?
Well, no, it's a straw that breaks it because camels have got no backs whatsoever, no rigidity.
In California, is it a paper straw that breaks the camel's back?
Paper straw can do shit. These are some of the common triggers that bother neurodivergent people in grocery stores.
Neurodivergent, got it.
Yep.
Fluorescent lights, too much stuff, visual overload, people, noise.
I agree with people. People suck and should be avoided.
Oh, absolutely. I think that
that's the only thing on the list that belongs there.
Yeah. The only thing I'll agree with this fucking crazy is that that one right there, people. I mean, Son and I were just like, I hate people. that's the common thing.
Smells, freezers hum, lights buzz, phones ring, waiting in lines, the conveyor belt. It takes too long. Difficult to focus because of the distractions.
Somebody needs to follow this bitch with a bug zapper and just.
The person was just listing noises, and all I could think is the cow goes moo.
It takes too long. Wow, everybody has that bitch. So
that's why we don't go to the store in the first place.
No kidding. Yeah, old grouchy gamer, Walmart people, basically.
Hey, I shop at Walmart.
Well,
maybe say more.
Like one thing we did with my son, as he was getting older, because we would go into Costco. And before he would even get into the room, he would just sort of like stop and then just curl into a ball, just because he couldn't take the pressure going into the thing. So what we ended up doing was we got on a set of headphones.
That's what I suggested earlier.
And we put the headphones on him, and it alleviated a majority of the stress that it was putting on him.
Does he use those as like a safety blanket now everywhere he goes?
Oh no, he's long since gotten over that.
Okay, cool.
Like it was pretty much from like, I'd say when he was about 5.
Oh, okay. So it's not like they use them like 13, 14, 15 and they're still doing it.
Yeah, he's not 30. It's like, oh God, I can't go in there. Like
I gotta put on my beats.
Like, bitch, I will drag you in there. Like,
hold on, I gotta go get my headphones. There's too many people in here.
Don't make me strap you to the conveyor belt.
Go put this person in front of a very loud buzzing light.
Let's see. These might make grocery shopping more bearable. Earplugs, sunglasses, wearing a cap, and avoiding peak hours.
Then get them yourself.
You should do that anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so you could go grocery shopping. You just have to dress like the Unabomber.
Yeah, basically. I mean, sans the earplugs, of course, because that's fucking stupid. But I see people wearing sunglasses all the time in the store. People wear hats all the time in the store. Avoiding the peak hours, that's kind of difficult to do because there's peak hours vary. I mean, we've gone to the grocery store at like noon on a weekday and there's still tons of people there. So it's not going to happen. Oh,
It is,
Keith, yeah, Keith
isn't the
says
whole
she
thing
forgot to wear a
eliminated by
mask.
like just ordering online? Like I live in Australia and I can get groceries delivered. Surely America can do it.
But does the delivery person trigger you?
Yeah, I got curbside groceries today.
Yeah.
I keep on forgetting that that's an option. Like,
I'd like to troll the author with a laser pointer.
And by the way, peak hour is not that bad a Moody Blues song.
Wah, wah.
When you make a Google search for grocery shopping as an autistic person, most of the results are about how to go grocery shopping with your autistic child.
Because
As
they
they
assume
should.
that an adult has had like time to learn how to deal with it themselves. They
Yeah.
don't need
No, it's because it's because exactly what Terry said. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Wow.
But autistic adults suffer from sensory stimuli as much as autistic children.
Yes, but by the time you become an adult, you typically try to have put all that behind you. So if you're still bitching about your autism when you're an adult, then there's something wrong with you. Unless, of course, you're completely so far out of whack as an autistic that, yeah, obviously you brought it with you from your childhood. But
or
by
you
and
have a-
large, you don't really hear about the autistic adults out there because they have everybody else doing the shit for them.
or she has a forehead so large she can display a movie.
Who brought the white screen? Oh no, never mind. It's a forehead.
It's a drive-in.
And we also need to buy food. Also, we usually have to do it ourselves. We can't rely on our parents to shop for us anymore.
Again, what autistic person goes grocery shopping by themselves unless they're a high functioning one?
Yeah.
You know, I have a nephew who was autistic and he never goes anywhere by himself. Ever.
I don't even like going by myself, and I'm not autistic.
I found a sensory-friendly way to shop for groceries. In an ideal world, grocery stores would be sensory-friendly, and autistic people could shop for groceries without going mad from stress.
Wow. Then let's just make a single grocery store just for this person. Stock all the shelves, all the same color, all the same product.
Yeah, it's called Here, Just Take This and leave.
Yeah, let's go back to the list of things that this grocery store will have to not have.
Yeah.
Fluorescent lights. So let's see. Too much stuff. All right, so you can only
Oh
sell.
my God, so many choices.
You can only
Aren't
sell
there-
like 10 different foods.
Aren't there companies that could do the grocery shopping for you and then just bring the shit to your house? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have companies that do this. So this fucking person needs to get over her.
Let's see.
If you can't go to the store by yourself, then fucking go hire somebody to do it.
Noise. So there'll be a strict no talking policy.
Well, no, above that is people. So there won't be any people in there to make noise. So I mean that solves the problem quite nicely.
Smells. So you can't have any food that has an odor to it.
Guess what?
So
Called
that takes-
clothespin.
That's all of the food.
Let's see. Freezers hum. So I guess you're not selling ice cream.
Nope.
Uh,
Lights buzz. There'll be no light. Phones ring.
Spurky's Fresh Foods. Brought to you by Spurky's.
Let's see. Unfortunately, that's not the reality. Even with earplugs and sunglasses, grocery shopping demands so much of my energy that I hardly ever visit grocery stores anymore.
Wah.
Now I use a grocery pickup service by a local supermarket.
Then what are you complaining for? You have already solved your problem.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you writing this entire article just to make the point? Now I use a grocery pickup service
No,
by a
but
local supermarket.
I just like the fact that she thinks no one else has thought of, hey, if I have problems going to the supermarket in person, I'll have them deliver the groceries.
Oh my god.
Even
What is the purpose of this article?
There is
Look what I
none.
found in 2022.
She has
Exactly.
effectively negated the entire point of this fucking article with one sentence right there.
Maybe all of this is just one giant autistic rant.
Ugh.
Like
I think
she's
it
gonna like snap out of it at the end or something.
Yeah.
even though the problem has already been circumvented, we still need to change every grocery store.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Essentially, that's what she's saying. You know, I mean, the fact that she has. I mean, I would not have really kind of raged this much if she hadn't said, "Well, now I use a grocery pickup service," because maybe she was ignorant to the fact that those things exist. But the fact that she has now said this tells me that I'm writing this article just to bitch.
Yeah.
I know this article has done really good at pissing Moonshock off because he's changed a sentence 3 times in one go.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Let's see. I shop online and choose a pickup time. The pickup place is a separate room in the shopping center where the supermarket is located. You can enter the room from the street. I just drive there, enter the code they send to my phone, and pick up the groceries.
Pussy.
You need to pay extra for the pickup service, but considering how much energy it saves me, it's well worth it.
Pussy.
She doesn't want to bump her forehead.
If I lived alone and had to use the service every week, it would get expensive with my income level.
Yeah, you write medium articles, fucker. Of course you have no income.
Fortunately, I live with my husband, and we split the fee. I don't.
Whoa! Hold the horse there, Haas. Some motherfucker actually married this crazy bitch.
But that makes it even worse because she goes on to say her husband usually does the grocery shopping, so it's not even a problem. She's not the one doing it.
Yeah.
None of this matters.
It's the principle thing, Terry.
Yeah, she has. How many times has she now gone beyond the whole point of this article by just saying, "Hey, look, I use a grocery pickup service. Hey, look, my husband goes and gets my shit for me. I stay at home, so I don't have to put up with all these fucking people." I want to slap her again. Forehead. There you go. Just enjoy.
High five.
Sorry, guys in chat. She's not available.
Oh, God.
Yep, you're gonna have to get your forehead somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't even use the service every week because my husband usually takes care of grocery shopping.
Oh my God. If throttling somebody was legal,
Shouldn't society assist with expenses like this?
No.
I have a disability that makes it difficult to go to a grocery store.
You are married. You have somebody who does it for you. Go fuck yourself.
But the government doesn't help neurodivergent adults. We're invisible.
Oh my God.
Nevertheless, I'm grateful for the pickup service. Now grocery shopping is a breeze.
Then why are you writing this fucking article?
I think she works for the company that does the grocery deliveries, and she's just trying to drum up business. Like,
no
hey,
shit.
Did you know you can get groceries delivered now?
I love that about some autist grocery shopping is the thing that pisses Moon off more than anything.
Oh, and she's Canadian too. Wow.
Let's see. Sensory-friendly shopping time. What's that? At least in one country, there are grocery stores accessible for autistic people during specific times.
And that country is Canada. Of course it is.
There are now over 450 stores in Canada that offer sensory-friendly shopping hours. According to Autism BC, stores limit sensory stimuli during these hours by reducing lighting, reducing announcements and music level, pausing cart collection, lowering the noise, and providing staff support.
Are there big signs on the front of this that says, shh?
I have an idea for you, lady. Go live in Canada. They want you there.
Oh, she does live in Canada, Jack.
She does?
Yes.
Then what the fuck is she bitching about?
I have already asked that question several times.
No, well, wait, hold on now. Hold on. The premise of this article is that they need sensory-friendly shopping.
Uh-huh.
And
that's
she
not-
just said there is literally sensory-friendly shopping where she lives.
Where have you been for the last 5 minutes that I've been bitching about this?
This isn't just a workaround. This is literally the thing she is asking for specifically.
Yes. This is why this article is triggering me so fucking much, because it doesn't need to exist. She has all of her problems solved right there, right now, multiple ways, yet she still has the need to, oh my god, my autistic motherfucking brain needs special shopping centers because I'm a fucking crazy bitch and I need all this kind of shit just for me.
I think
Next
this
article,
one is up
please.
there with the Elon Musk one in terms of the amount of mental damage that it's caused.
Elon Musk, you mean the poster child for narcissism?
And the world's richest man, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shopping centers around the UK have also adopted quiet hours for autistic shoppers.
Pussy.
Even if it's just during specific hours, providing sensory-friendly shopping is progress. I sure hope there were grocery stores like that in my country and around the world. Sensory-friendly shopping doesn't help only autistic people. Individuals with other health or mental health conditions would also benefit from it. For example, a writer with post-traumatic stress disorder accidentally entered a grocery store during sensory-friendly hours and discovered it was a dream.
Why? Because it didn't have machine gun nests at the front that want to shoot everybody that goes in? Oh my god, PTSD! Well, I can't go to the grocery store. I'm going to die. They're going to shoot me. God damn.
And I would correct Ebony. She says it reeks of first world. It reeks of zero world problem. There's no problem. There is literally nothing for her to complain about.
Yes, the solution for everything she's bitching about exists at the exact places she goes.
You know that things are getting off the rails when even Terry is getting a little rattled.
Oh, God.
Who's going to build the first sensory-friendly grocery store? Grocery stores are not accessible to autistic people or other sensory sensitivity. Grocery stores are noisy and have bright lights. I now use a grocery pickup service by a supermarket, which is much more accessible and comfortable. If you have sensory sensitivities, I recommend you look into using a grocery pickup service. It has definitely changed my life for the better. However, grocery stores should be accessible for neurodivergent people.
Oh.
The fact that so few stores are currently sensory friendly is appalling.
Fuck you.
Canada is already showing progress with so many stores providing sensory friendly shopping hours.
Then why are you bitching about it?
We need sensory friendly shopping in other countries as well. Maybe someday grocery stores should go from having sensory friendly shopping hours to being sensory friendly full time.
Whoever just had that ping sound, that was very sensory pleasing. Thank you.
That was Frosted Glass's ringtone, and I know because that sound is from the song Echoes by Pink Floyd.
Because does anyone benefit from the noise and bright lights?
Nobody cares.
No, but you do benefit from the bright lights because you can see.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Seeing is overrated.
And the last time I went to the grocery store, there wasn't a whole lot of noise over
Well,
shopping.
I suppose if you're autistic, then a little bit of noise is a lot of noise to you. But there's no reason to make every supermarket retard friendly.
I would love to see a big sign that says "retard friendly."
It's like,
no, it's not ableist. It says retard friendly.
exactly.
God.
And because I don't think it's like all autistic people, like Kevin M and Johnny's kid, obviously. In the supermarket.
This was just sent to me by Johnny.
It's too bad that's not instead of the black circle. There's like a big hand.
So we were talking about lighting a moment ago. Has anyone noticed that restaurants have gotten like so much fucking darker in recent years? They won't turn on the goddamn lights. You can't see anything. What the fuck?
That picture is perfect.
Jack, I told you, stop saying that restaurants are getting darker just because they allow black people.
Oh, yeah, because mass shooters are gonna go there and shoot them all up. You know.
No. They'll pass by the restaurant with all the black people and shoot up a building full of white people for no explainable reason.
Please tell me this article is done.
Uh,
Please.
All right. Who's going to build the first sensory-friendly grocery store?
Not me.
Already built.
Yeah, you just now proved and told us that it already exists. And I'm not going to buy you a coffee, you crazy bitch.
I think Moon missed the point. I better start from the top.
No.
Elon Musk.
The Mist, a horror novella written by Stephen King.
Asshole.
Let's spend another 45 minutes talking about this article.
Fine, and I will be back in an hour.
This was listed as a 5-minute read.
Wasn't the Elon Musk one like a 6-minute
Yeah.
read?
Yeah, well, I want to spend a 5 minutes slapping this bitch upside the head just because she's so stupid.
All right. Well, now it's time for the second game, which is for the chat only, and that is the caption contest.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to go close my windows because I think I'm being a little loud, and people outside are like, "What the fuck are you talking about in there?"
He's got
It's
a lot
like
of autistic
published in
neighbors.
Artfully Autistic was the category that article was filed under.
I'll be right back.
Actually autistic?
I would just like to point out that I still believe that no one should be allowed to participate in this game because everyone else other than me is not Jack Gunsky.
No, you're not Jack Gansky.
Oh, that's right. Nobody here is Jack Gunsky. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So this week, so this is the game where I show a photo of a political person or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it. And whichever one we like the best, I'll tweet out after the show. So this week, I just got this one from a press conference or something that Biden was doing, and I got a good pause frame of the sign language interpreter. All right. So if you're in the chat, see if you can come up with a good caption for it.
What's the teleprompter say?
I think she's doing a Kamala impersonation with that mouth.
And with the finger, he's clearly missing.
It would be better if her other hand was making the little ring symbol.
Yeah.
Let's see. Interpreter says slap POTUS. Throw him against the wall.
Okay.
All right. Well, we only have 2 so far. Fuck off that way.
I guess, yeah.
I can't interpret properly with my mouth full. Let's see. Dog Rose Uncle Kitties.
I didn't get that one.
Let's see. Bro, even I can't translate his bullshit. Everyone quietly slip out of the door to the right and let Grandpa ramble in peace. glad that lady is there to help the blind.
Poke the pooper, go boom boom.
Look at boom boom.
Here's my Monica impression.
There's no cigars there.
Yeah, just give it a few more seconds. Let's see. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Corn Pop Joe.
Yeah. Doesn't fit the tune well enough. Like the Corn Pop Joe.
Yeah, I think I'll call it there.
I'm going with Ebony so far.
That's why I was. Yeah, Ebony.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll agree. Jack Moon.
Does it even matter?
No, so Jack doesn't get to vote. Moonshock, what do you think?
There's no Jack suffrage here. All right. Well, it looks like Ebony won this week. So, congrats. And I'll just copy that down and tweet out later. Yeah. Now, onto our third article. It's time to repeal the Second Amendment.
Ugh.
It's an unpopular opinion, but it's at the root of gun violence in the United States.
Well, yeah, I mean, owning guns is in fact the root of all gun violence. If there were no such thing as guns, there would be no gun violence.
I'm sensing an artist theme here.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. I was later than I thought. I had to take the dog out too.
Right. Let's see.
Except you're forgetting that certain violence is good. Certain violence against violent people in self-defense is a good thing.
You can just say black people, Jack. It's fine.
Oh.
Usually, as the seasons change into spring and summer, the promise of sunshine, long days, and numerous fun outdoor activities such as cookouts and street fairs put people in a joyous mood. However, it's marred this year by a never-ending barrage of violence. In just the last couple of months, there have been a mass shooting on the subway in my hometown of Brooklyn, New York, where thankfully no one died. Is that even a mass shooting then?
Yeah, I mean, multiple people got shot, so I guess it counts.
A mass shooting in a supermarket that killed 10 people in Buffalo, New York, which has
But they
since
were autistic, so that they were happy to be put out of their misery.
yeah, which has since been labeled a hate crime, and a mass shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas that left 19 children and 2 adults dead.
If this freezer keeps buzzing as loud as it is, man, someone could just take me out now.
And those are just the stories that made the news cycle. There are other mass shootings every day in the United States that don't make headlines.
No, there's not.
You mean like the ones in Chicago?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The United States leads the planet in gun-related homicides. Pledges for gun reform by our legislators fall flat because too many of them are beholden to the National Rifle Association, which is the leading gun rights advocacy group in the world and is among the most powerful special interest lobby groups in the U.S. I mean, not counting the teachers' unions. Until the group declared bankruptcy earlier this year amid claims of mismanagement and fraud by its senior leadership, it spent $3 million per year opposing gun control legislation.
Well, I mean, it's illegal to ban guns according to your constitution, so it must have been pretty easy to convince the government to not do that.
Hey, you would think so. But they're always trying to go after it. Pundits spend a judicious amount of time hand-wringing and theorizing over this country's obsession with guns. Certainly toxic masculinity plays a role, as most mass shooters are men.
Do you have the bingo card? Do we get something to tick a box there?
Yeah. In a society where men aren't given the latitude to express any emotion besides anger, and they feel immense pressure to dominate those they consider weaker than them.
No,
Well, I think
anger is the one emotion we're not allowed to express.
I've been manning all wrong because I express way more emotions than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this person is just like, men should cry. Men just want to cry more because
Men should not cry. That is a fault.
because she thinks that men are women.
Yes.
It's not surprising that one of the few outlets they have to express themselves is through violence. The lack of mental health resources as well as the stigma against mental illness is another reason that is often stated as the cause of gun violence. It is true that mental health treatment can be prohibitively expensive for those who lack insurance or don't have sufficient medical coverage to cover treatment.
Or have to go to supermarkets.
Yeah. And
There's too much stuff there.
Yeah, there's too much noise. Yeah, wait. What if the Buffalo shooter was just sick of all the noise at the supermarket?
Makes sense to me.
By the way, I will probably not be raging very much more tonight because Son's got a bad headache.
Yeah.
And she's up in bed right now, so I'm going to be a little bit on the quiet side.
Well, don't turn on the conveyor belt.
Shut up.
And it is true that the stigma against mental illness often hinders people from seeking treatment, especially BIPIC, who don't have enough practitioners that look like them to meet the need.
BIPIC.
That's what it says.
God damn it, don't make me laugh because I'm going to be very loud.
It's going to be a very boring stream if you don't say anything funny, though.
BIPIC.
However, patriarchy isn't just limited to the US, but is worldwide. Men in many parts of the world are reared similarly to men in the US, and yet they don't resort to using guns the way that men do here.
I would like to know, when exactly is the patriarchy over? What would it take for the patriarchy to stop being a thing?
All
abolition
men
of
have to
men.
die.
I'm what?
The abolition of men.
Yeah, pretty much. It would take literally all of men dying, thus ending civilization at all itself for patriarchy to be over.
Yep. And then just a bunch of scissoring until the humans die out.
Oh, please. They wouldn't resort to lesbianism. They would kill each other.
That is true.
Imagine having a world full of catty bitches all fighting each other.
No, we've actually seen what happens when it's just a bunch of women trying to survive. None of them do anything.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like a Bear Grylls thing. It was like The Island. They had one island where it was all men, one island where it was all women, and the women did so badly that the producers had to intervene and save them from themselves.
Didn't that happen in Survivor? Didn't that happen in Survivor too? They actually separated the genders and they ended up having to reintegrate them because one was
could have
doing...
been, but I definitely know Bear Grylls. The Island was the one I saw, and like they had like their drinking container got contaminated with something, so they just threw it out. And like the producers, like, you do not have enough water to be throwing away that container. Go get it, clean it out, or you will die. Like they had to be that blunt with the women. You cannot do this, or you will die.
Also, many parts of the world have even fewer mental health resources than the United States. This means that there is something that is uniquely toxic and American about gun violence. I purport
No.
No, there...
No,
Did you
there's no gun violence outside the United States.
Did you guys see that Matt Christensen video where he talks about the statistic that says that mass shootings are a uniquely American occurrence?
Bullshit.
Yeah, he goes through like he goes through all the available evidence, and the guy's argument is just clearly bullshit.
Yeah, and like he only used studies that were written in English, which
Yeah.
weeds out foreign countries.
Yep.
I purport that the toxic thing that is at the root of gun violence is embedded in our Constitution, the Second Amendment.
Dun dun dun.
The Second Amendment states, in short, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very.
It's crystal clear. It's totally clear. And what's more, people always talk about like the words shall not be infringed, but really the entire thing hinges on the words the people. The right of the people. It doesn't say the right of the militia. It says the right of the people. But for some reason, they are totally fine ignoring those words.
Yeah, why would the founders bother making an amendment saying that, militaries can have guns?
Well, the military does need guns. That is important.
Yeah. It's like that's kind of a given that, militias would have guns.
Yeah. Not only that, but also remember these people pretend that the Constitution exists in a vacuum, and it doesn't. They have the Federalist Papers surrounding it, and the Federalist Papers go into great detail over what they put in there and why they put it in there, and people they just don't want to listen to it. They just think that they just want to pretend it doesn't exist.
I will make this argument. People always point to Australia as like having no mass shootings since we banned guns. There's a certain population that's like 13% of Americans that is nowhere near that in Australia. That could be.
Well, they also have to, the people that like to use the Second Amendment thing. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. They'll probably like to use the argument of, the Constitution was written back in a time where they felt that they had to defend themselves against an invading state, so it would make sense to all the people to have weapons. But I think what they're really missing out on the point is that if people were armed and the citizens had their own firearms, that they would be able to defend themselves regardless, not just against invading states, but against the possibility of their own government turning on them. That's, in my opinion, that is what this is all about.
The government would never turn on its people. Never.
Yeah, governments never become tyrannical.
No, of
ever.
course not.
Yeah.
But
hey,
people,
Terry, how's it going over there?
Yeah, but this author is completely missing that point. Completely. Seeming to think that, Uncle Sam, he's so nice and he's so wonderful. There's no possible way he would turn on us like that. So we just need to take the guns from everybody. We don't need a militia because all they want to do is just make mass shootings.
Many people interpret the wording. Many people interpret the wording as the right of the state to form a militia, as well as to keep a militia under civilian control. Other people focus on the clause that states that the people have a right to bear arms. However, the roots of the amendment are more egregious and sinister than people think.
No, it's not.
Is this going to be one of those things that connects it back to slavery or some shit?
Almost certainly.
You must remember that at the time the U.S. Constitution was drafted, the only people deemed worthy of rights were wealthy white men.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Black people, indigenous people, women, and the poor were regarded as feeble-minded, lazy, or inherently dangerous.
Because
we should go back to those times.
In most instances, they were.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. A person who has zero education is not going to be a super genius.
In essence, the Second Amendment didn't really apply to black or indigenous people. It was intended to subjugate them.
Oh my God! Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, just
shut up. We've got one with us. Johnny, do you feel subjugated by the Second Amendment?
Maybe.
There you go. The author's right.
Yeah. The wording about militias in the Second Amendment isn't really about the right of the state to form and fund an army to defend against tyranny from outside forces. Militias were needed precisely to thwart revolts from enslaved Africans, as well as to suppress the anger of indigenous people,
No,
who were understandably upset about colonizers seizing their land and displacing them.
no, that is absolutely incorrect.
And yes, Mr. Dax, I do have a bow and arrow.
No, the whole point of having a militia is to protect yourself from the government or other invading forces. You know, that's
It's
pretty
just for
cut and dry.
It's just for blacks and Indians.
Yes, of course. Oh, what am I thinking? Sorry. I'll have to re-educate myself.
Uh, the wording in the first clause of the amendment assured some wary forefathers that militias would not be controlled by the federal government, but that they would be controlled by the states and at the beck and call of the states to be able to put down any slave revolts or uprisings from indigenous people.
No, it would be controlled by the people. That's why it says the people. It doesn't say the state, it says the people.
It would have been so much easier if the people writing the Constitution just wrote it in modern English and just said, guns for people so that we can oppress the blacks. If they were just that clear about it, we wouldn't be having this argument.
Yeah. A militia being important to keep down them darkies, the right of the people.
There you go.
See, that's what they should have written.
Agreed.
Let's
Yeah, hate speech police just drove past.
In
Wait.
Your guns away.
Are the hate speech police cars black?
I imagine so.
In reference to the clause about the people having the right to bear arms, well, for centuries after the Constitution was ratified, only white people were assured of that right. Numerous
You have where are? Don't these people realize that it was a different time then? And
Well-
at the time, nobody cared about.
black people.
Well, they
No,
there was a different time, different method of thinking, different way of living, completely different and detached from the way we live now.
yeah.
So you can't compare the two.
This is one of the problem with progressives is that they judge history by contemporary values, and that's simply not an appropriate way to go around doing things because we don't know what values are going to be like in 50 years, for example.
Yeah.
People in 50 years might think that progressives of today are barbaric because they are.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back 50 years. Yes, in the 70s, things were much different than they were now. Even 50 years from then, 20 years from then, 70 years from then.
History needs to be contextualized, and it can only be done so if you have a full knowledge of what the values of the time were.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't compare the two now and then. We're talking major apples and oranges here. You just can't do it because it will make no sense to anybody except for these stupid fuckers that seem to think that they're making a valid point.
Numerous laws throughout the country were enacted to prohibit black people from owning firearms. The thought of black people doing to their oppressors what their oppressors have done and continue to do to them was and is too frightening for the dominant society to contemplate.
Well, clearly this person has never heard about the uprisings that happened in the Caribbean, so, whatever.
In short, the Second Amendment is rooted in white supremacy and the oppression of black and indigenous people.
I'm done with this fucker. I'll see you in the next article.
The Second Amendment needs to go.
So we've lost Spud Gun and Moonshock to this article.
Mr. Dax suggests that the hate speech police need to be sensory friendlier.
That's a good point.
Ultimately, in a country founded by violence and wields white supremacy as a sword to terrorize BIPIC, no gun control measure or restriction will ever be enough to cure what ails this country's psyche. Banning assault rifles, tightening background checks, or raising the legal age where people can purchase firearms only addresses the symptoms, not the root cause. To address the root cause, white supremacy needs to be dismantled. Consequently, it means repealing the Second Amendment and sending it to the dustbin of history. It's not a popular opinion, but it's one that is true to my heart. Because I can't ever feel truly safe in a land where I could be one out of 12,000 or so people who can be killed by a gun in a given year. Whether by
Well, 12,000 people is actually not that many when your population is how many? 350 million, something like that.
yeah, approximately.
So 12,000 out of 350 million. That's really not a big number.
Yeah. Let's see. Whether by someone who claims to love me or by a racist cop. Yes, because I'm sure they would take guns away from cops too.
Well, they'd have to.
I shouldn't have to fear getting shot in my workplace, school, or shopping center. I'm tired of sending thoughts and prayers to victims of gun violence because I doubt that any deity hears.
Oh my god.
That's awfully ableist of them to assume that God is deaf.
Yeah. What the hell, lady? I'm tired of living in a society that values instruments of death more than people's lives.
Then get the fuck out. Done. Problem
that's what-
solved.
That's what Kividen said.
Nobody's making you stay here, you stupid bitch. Get the fuck out if you don't like the way things are in this country. Nobody is making you stay.
What's this lady's name? I can see her forehead from here.
Gun violence is a cancer that has destroyed American lives long enough. Dismantling white supremacy will go a long way towards treating it. And her name is Vina Moore.
I'm done with this bitch. Done.
The people who make these arguments about gun control, it seems to be very consistent that they speak very disingenuously. Like
Well,
they're not arguing from a point of consistency. They're arguing whatever they can to get the end result they want. Like they'll pull shit out of midair, and if you refute it, they'll ignore you and they'll just keep going.
Yeah, everything seemed right to me.
Mm.
But anyway, now it's time for the final game of the night. And that is Poe or No Gender Edition.
Paint
This
the
is
big
the
ass
better
forehead.
game.
And this is where I give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTIA wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up, and you have to figure out which one is made up. And given that it's Pride Month now, you better get it right.
No, I've got plenty of words for what I want to think about Pride Month.
Well, I support lions gathering in large groups. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I don't think it really deserves its own month, but hey, let them have their thing.
Especially if they're white lions. I just really like white pride.
Well, White Lion was a good band, so.
Yes.
Alright, so gender A. Inceptogender.
What?
Gender within gender? Oh shit.
State of having 2 genders, one of which feels more real than the other.
Oh my god. Isn't
that like 8 other genders now?
Yeah.
Well, I would think
That's
one
when you
alone.
feel like Leonardo DiCaprio, but you're actually Cillian Murphy.
The thing is, though, this one right there, that one would basically cover every single one of these fucking people that wants to capture some kind of a gender and apply it to them, or if they want to be more than one at a time, or more than 2 at a time. There you go. Every single one of these genders, right there. You don't need any more. Just that one. Done.
Gender B. Smash Mouth gender.
Are they rock stars?
Xenogender,
Oh,
where
sweet Jesus.
Xenogender, where one relates to the music of Smash Mouth.
What? I fucking can't stand that band. Why the fuck would somebody identify? Oh, okay.
Well, because that just means that you are not Smash Mouth gender, and you are being horribly bigoted towards those people who may be in our audience that identify as such.
I'm just thinking of the Family Guy meme that references Nikola Tesla. Aw, sweet man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
And gender C. Clown Coric. Xenogender based off the stylings of clowns, mimes, and circuses.
And Katie Couric.
Oh, that one's got to be real. Katie Couric.
This makes me want to vomit.
Well, if there was one like that, John, would that be a Couric?
Clown Couric.
And I'll start a poll in the chat so they can get in on it. And don't forget one of the options is that they're all real.
I'm going to go with all real this time.
Man, fuck, I don't know. I don't know shit no mo.
All real.
I'll go with Insectogender as the fake one. I'll go hey.
All real.
Alright. So we got an A, all real. Jack and Johnny.
Jack and Johnny.
I'm gonna just go B. What the fuck? Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Nothing matters anymore. Everything is nothing.
Or maybe Frosted was just, he's looking at a CD case for Smash.
Well,
Like, okay, there you go.
Somebody once told me.
Does that mean picking B?
No, I will go with Clown Coric because that would be horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, you know there's freakazoids out there that think that way, though. Come on.
I think we need to get a guest named Diane on the show just so we can have Jack and Diane and
And a little ditty.
Yeah.
Mr. Dax says, "Yo, dog, I heard you like genders, so we put genders in your genders."
No, I voted in the poll for D, but I'm gonna go with C.
Looks like the chat is leaning towards all real, with B in second place. Alright, so we've actually got to vote for A, B, and C, and all real.
Do you know what you need to find another gender out there that's called redneck gender? The people that identify coming and going. Or backwards and forwards or something like that. Because, redneck is just gender backwards. So redneck gender.
I thought you said redneck.
No. That would never exist.
I was thinking you were going to make a Cotton Eye Joe reference because the band that sang that was Rednecks.
Alright, and got one vote for A. Alright.
Uvalde Goric. People who identify as shooters or
Okay, well, I'll call it there, and looks
It's a
like
tie.
looks like there was a vote at the last second, so it's tied between B and all real.
Nah, I think one of these is fake.
all real.
All right, and the answer is B. Oh, B is fake.
Oh, of course.
I was like, what the fuck is he trying to pull?
Wait, nope.
And now he's moving it.
Jonathan Frakes is moving.
I forgot to move Frakes. All right.
Fucker.
That's called the whoopsie gender.
That's error Cork.
Does that mean that Frakes is gender fluid now?
Gone for 1 week.
Boomer Cork.
Well, unfortunately, there's actually no flag for Inceptogender.
Oh.
So you just have to have the one for Clown Coric.
I was thinking about maybe having that that little thingy that he would use to spin all the time in that movie, and having that in the middle of the flag.
Oh, yeah,
What
could
the
work.
fuck? Oh my god, that's good. That is very, very suiting of a clown. Yes.
I'm surprised that more flags don't take advantage of the pattern thing. Having a pattern on one of the stripes.
I think that
Now-
one comes with its own soundtrack.
Does it come with?
Yeah, that's what it's known.
Or send in the clowns.
We're all right there.
That's their national anthem. Yeah.
I think that song's called like Entrance of the Gladiators or something like that.
Yes, it is.
I don't remember that in the movie Gladiator.
Are you not entertained? Do, 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 do.
Okay, and now on to our final article. And the award for lowest life form on the planet goes to...
The
I can't
darkies.
say it. Damn, Johnny.
What Johnny said?
He said that
Said what?
the
Edited it out
darkies.
for you.
I'm gonna guess that the lowest life form on the planet is white women.
Sammy Lark? What's this bitch's name?
Or
Sammy
birds.
Lark.
Well,
Probably
let's,
men or
let's
white
fi-
people.
let's find out together. And
Male birds.
for this one, I'm going to
Whoa.
replace... For this one, I'm going to replace the answer with black people.
What the fuck?
And see how it sounds.
Wow.
It's 2 a.m. I am up eating a bowl of cereal and watching Futurama.
Cereal.
Alright, and this following sentence makes me hate her. And in between bites of Kashi cereal, sliced strawberries, and vanilla oat milk,
Oh God.
I received a download.
Somebody murder this person, but not in Minecraft. Not really.
In Minecraft. Well, I can't link this woman's picture because the URL is so goddamn big. It will not fit into chat.
I realize that there is no male species on the entire planet, let alone the entire galaxy, that harms and murders their own women like human men.
Yeah.
A galaxy far, far away.
Alright,
All the other animals are just doll faces, I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
and from here on out, I'll be replacing every instance of men with blacks.
Oh God.
Think about it, ladies. When animals choose their mates to have sex and procreate with, it is usually the black that does what he can to prove his worthiness to the female. He may dance or fight other blacks for her attention, but he never ever forces any female to make
Oh,
any
here we
decision
go.
against her will in order to benefit him.
Well,
And-
apart from dolphins and otters and various other animals, sure.
Nah, there's always clear consent among animals.
Yeah, as if any nature video from lions have ever showed us anything different.
And he especially doesn't end her life prematurely because he didn't get what he want, even though he put forth the effort.
I
We
mean,
know,
females bite the heads off their partners,
mates,
the praying
yeah.
mantises.
Praying mantis, black widows.
Yeah.
yeah, animals are all decent to each other.
Yeah.
We all know how blacks act when they hear a no or experience rejection from the opposite sex.
Mm.
Again, do animals act like this, ladies? Is the pursuit of love with these savages beginning to seem a tad bit irrational to you?
Here, to some, I'm gonna link. I'm gonna put I'm going to paste a link to this woman's .com. Scroll down a bit, and that's the picture of her. That black and white picture of hers. That's her.
I think, was it Keegan posted a picture of her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't that
Yes, that is her.
Didn't that thing hang Luke upside down in Empire Strikes Back? Alright.
Her favorite cuisine is Middle Eastern and Indian.
Can a black actually love you, a woman, if he doesn't care about women in general?
What?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's her zodiac. I thought that's what she was writing. It's Cancer.
Actually, disregard my question. I understand your line of thinking. You really believe that you are so damn special and that the right black can love you while he hates women as a collective, or at least is indifferent to them and their pain, correct?
Correct.
Oh
You
God.
you might be onto something though. Blacks usually use their relationship to a woman and the benefits they are receiving from her to determine if she is worth protecting. Then again, once he thinks he is better off without you, ... I, as
So,
well as other ladies, have every right to be scared of blacks and not want anything to do with them.
What?
now
Why?
go it on the couch and tell your shrink about how bad he hurt you.
Why? Because they are more feral than fucking animals.
Wow.
Holy Christ.
Can we logically compare the two to conclude that I am not just busting the chops of blacks for fun, as women are as women are in serious danger every time they come across one of them? Am I being mean just for the sake of it, or am I right? My
No,
fear,
she's right.
my fear of the human black is completely valid. I can go to the wild and probably find more safety in my surroundings, rather than living amongst my own kind in what is considered to be a civilized society.
I mean, bye.
See ya.
I'll help you pack.
Uh, the end.
Oh, thank God.
That was
Small
something
favors.
else.
Yay, we're done with the crazy for this week.
So, is there a reason why there's a lady holding a parrot as a picture? Because that has
That has
nothing to
nothing.
do with the article.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
she's just confused and thinks that that's a man.
She identifies as a
It's,
parrot.
well, what about supermarkets? Do we have any articles about them?
No,
Oh, we do have
What
no,
one.
no,
the
no.
ultimate article is going to be about Elon Musk in a supermarket.
Look, I'm trying to be quiet so my wife doesn't get woken up. Don't even think about this shit.
Muskin
Elon
supermarket.
I don't think we read that other article that just popped up on here. I think it was something about
You shut your
shopping
fucking
as
mouth
an autistic person.
right now.
Yeah.
You
You see,
shut the hell
The
up.
Mist, a horror novella written by Stephen King, is one of the creepiest stories I've read.
You fucker.
Elon Musk in a supermarket.
Anyway, have a good night, everybody.
I think someone needs to build a sensory friendly supermarket. I think it needs to happen.
I think you need to shut the.
I mean, it's never been done before.
No. And there's no delivery services that would, make such a thing redundant anyway.
And there's no one to like bring it to your car in a easy,
Nope.
convenient place in the parking lot.
Yeah, God.
None of these things exist, which is why we need sensory friendly supermarkets.
Without buzzing
there was
freezers.
I wish there was more accessibility in the world.
If only.
To help the neurodivergent people.
Exactly.
Does neurodivergent even mean anything anymore?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah,
kind of one of those words that
It means retarded.
No,
Yeah.
it means crazy. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of one of those words that the dye jobs kind of co-opted though?
It's basically anybody who has an idiosyncrasy. In other words, everybody.
Yeah.
Any sort of divergence in their neural
Like
stuff.
if you find yourself singing "It's a Living Thing" just randomly for no reason, you're probably neurodivergent.
Oh shit, I forgot all about that.
How could you have? That's your thing.
Yeah,
It's not my life, Moonshock.
Moonshock
sure?
was carrying that torch for you already.
Yeah, I already said it once. I'm surprised you didn't take over.
Well, anyway, I'll take a moment now to shill my co-host and guest. Not Jack Gunsky has Quippers United on his channel on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Woo!
Moonshock has his Twitch channel where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer. Linked in the
Yes.
description.
But there is also a link in the description, I think, that is also going to be to help my little girl get some surgery on her tail. So if you want, please give. If not, that's okay too.
You can put it in the chat if you want.
Oh, I just didn't know if you had it in there or not. If not, that's fine. I'll be all right.
Let's see. And Terry is on Six's Sober streams. He's on Johnny Hellcat streams. He's on One Ton Hammer's Minions Nights and Della
Mhm.
Hayes. No, Della doesn't do it anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Let's see.
Thank you, Keith.
He's on Clippers United. Am I missing anything?
I think that's everything.
Throw a rock, you'll hit Terry.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And anything you want to show, Johnny?
Nothing as of yet.
All right. And
Although I can say I soon will be starting the second best game behind Super Seducer called Perfect Date.
That is indeed a good game.
is that similar to Super Seducer?
It's about a guy who dates cats. Like,
scientists who date cats.
yeah.
So it's some furry shit.
Yes.
Um,
Except one of the
no.
cats doesn't have fur, so no.
It's more like bestiality than anything else. Like,
yeah, furry shit.
Okay, and we're done.
Yeah, it's about a guy who fucks cats, or a girl. You can play both.
Although I guess I don't know, some of the characters actually turn into cats, so I don't know.
Eventually,
I don't
yeah.
know what's going on, but
Evolved Potato wants to know humanoid cats or normal cats?
Normal cats.
normal cats.
Okay.
Sick
With
fuck.
names like Snooty Booty, you can't go wrong.
That's true.
Wow.
And since we missed last week, this week is kind of my birthday stream. Actually,
Oh, okay.
Birthday.
it's not my birthday today, but it was like earlier this week.
I think that we should all sing Frosted a song.
Well, how old are you, Frosted?
Incorrect.
Go for it, Jack.
How many years young are you, Frosted?
I'll start us off. It's a living thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
About damn time.
All right. So this week will be played out by chat's own Keever Dam singing "Happy Birthday" to you.
Ooh.
So we'll see you guys next week, same time, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frosted. Happy birthday to you.